it's that card girl, and today we're going to be taking a look at Hans' Fresh Start Challenge and sort of the Mega Evolution Build and Battle deck. Hans recently went to the Mega Evolution pre-release event at our local game shop. He did have to open up the 4 packs that came in the Build and Battle deck since it's part of the event. He says it felt wrong. Good, but wrong. We don't often open cards off camera. So this deck isn't going to be exactly how it comes if you picked up one of these. This is, in fact, the start of Hans' Fresh Start Challenge deck. So, let's take a look at it. He got the stamped Alakazam since he did get the Alakazam deck. This card has the ability Psychic Draw, which says in way too many words that when you play this card from your hand as an evolution, you get to draw 3 cards. It can only happen once per turn, but once you've played the card from your hand, you can't really do that again anyways. Now, Hans got very excited at pre-release because in his included packs he pulled this Cinderace, and it was super helpful to him during the event thanks to its ability Explosiveness, which lets you play this 160 health Stage 3 Pokemon in your active spot if it's in your starting hand. And seeing as how it only takes 1 of any energy to attack with it, that's super big. It does 50 damage with its attack, but also lets you search for 3 basic energy cards in your deck and put them on your benched Pokemon. Super Poggers card. There's also 2 copies of Xerneas, a 120 HP basic Pokemon that can help you get Psychic Pokemon onto your bench while building up for a 120 damage attack. This is an Alakazam deck, so there's of course going to be 2 Kadabra and 2 Abras. And then we've got Jinx puckered up to give you a kiss twice with a building attack depending on your opponent's attached energy. Three copies of Spoink, whose damage depends on 3 coin flips. Every head deals 10 damage. And since there's Spoink, there's of course 2 copies of its evolution Grumpig with the ability Energized Depths. This one also happens when you play this card from your hand as an evolution. You peek at your top 4 cards, attach any basic energy cards you find there however you like. Any non-energy cards you have left from those top 4 get shuffled back into your deck. Now we've got 1 Kieran, 1 Cypher Maniac's Code Breaking. Brock's Scouting is a Pokemon Searcher. You get either 2 basic or 1 EX Pokemon into your hand after revealing it with him. Buddy Buddy Poffin lets you search out and put on your bench 2 70 HP or less basic Pokemon. Since there's a full art version of this in Mega Evolution, Hans can use this in his challenge deck. Lily's Determination lets you get a new hand. You shuffle what you have into your deck, draw 6 cards unless you have 6 prize cards left. In that case, you get to draw an 8 card hand. Ultra Ball makes you discard 2 cards from your hand to play it, but then you get to search out a Pokemon from your deck to add to your hand after you reveal it. And for the record, if you're searching your deck, 99% of the time you're going to be shuffling your deck after. It just gets really repetitive to keep saying that. Then, we have a couple of supporter and item cards that Hans immediately took out of his deck after the event. We might be seeing them again depending on what the next sets have in store for us. But until then, bye bye MC's Hype, Dusk Ball, and Deduction Kit. Now, that leaves us with the ever necessary lots and lots of Psychic Energy cards, because quite a few of these cards let you search for energy. And then there's of course Alakazam's Powerful Hand, which gives your opponent's active Pokemon 2 damage counters for every card in your hand. And yeah, energy cards count. They are cards after all. This deck is what Hans started with at the pre-release event, but it is changing since the rules of his Fresh Start Challenge make it to where he can only use cards available for Mega Evolutions onwards. He can still use that Buddy Buddy Poffin that came in this deck, even though it's not the full art version from Mega, because, well, there is a version of it in Mega. Oh, and if you were curious, Hans tied for first place with 3 other people at the pre-release event, going 3-1. Good job, Hans. I can't wait to see where this challenge goes. And, as always, like, comment, subscribe, and tell the next fireman you see about us. That Card Girl out!